So let's go back. Your mom, um, at one point she had lung cancer, she had kidney cancer, she had hip replacement. She's gone through a lot before she ever got to the Alzheimer's diagnosis.
She really has. And she was a trooper and a fighter for sure. Probably the hip replacement was first. And then there was like a tumor in the colon that was not cancer, that part of her colon was taken out. And then I think there was a hernia surgery as a result of that colon surgery that needed to happen. And then on a visit, they would visit me for the summer. They were full time kind of RVers in Florida and would visit North Carolina and stay with me some in the summer. She had pneumonia, and in the process of following up from the pneumonia, they detected the lung cancer. So she had that's the point at which they moved in full time with me, because we weren't sure what we were going to encounter with medical treatments and wanted to have consistent doctors and follow ups and such. So they surgically removed a third of her lungs. We did not have to do chemo and radiation. And then in the follow up to that, they discovered kidney cancer, and they removed part of her kidney as well. And kind of in the middle of all that, she had like sepsis 2 or 3 times and was hospitalized, which people say sepsis often, will kill you,
Right.
not detected early. And in the middle of that, my dad had a stroke kind of in the middle of that time period as well. And so he was kind of incapacitated for a little bit. So they definitely had been through it. And it was kind of in this time that the memory issues really became apparent. Looking back now, we can see signs 10, 12, maybe even 15 years ago, little signs, that at the time you thought were normal senior and aging type things. But looking back now, we that those were early signs. But with all those surgeries and anesthesia and different sicknesses, the sepsis, you got weird behaviors and things that obviously was Alzheimer's, but you weren't sure what was remnant of recovering from these things. Each
Sure.
surgery seemed to change her in some fashion. And so it really was, we were kind of partway through that process before we finally, knew we had an issue and said, okay, now we can deal with this now. We were dealing with the other more pressing things. We could see a neurologist. And she was already moderate to severe the first time we saw the neurologist.